So, driving for Lyft and Uber, you tend to really bump into some interesting individuals. A couple weeks ago, I stop at this guy's house. He comes out, and I don't really see him. I just see this shadow walking up to the car, and I'm messing with my phone, trying to make sure the GPS is right and everything. And I see the guy like from about mid-chest down to his belt, and he opens the car door, and he says, "Are you Charles?" I go, "Yes, sir." "You must be John." He's like, "Yeah, I am." He sits down, and I'm still didn't get a good look at him, and I'm messing with him. Like, okay, and we're off, and we're driving along, talking about the weather. He's a pretty nice guy. He's cool. And as we're driving, I'm on Lamar in the right-hand lane, and I'm doing about 10 miles over the speed limit. This BMW comes up, and there's another car in front of me, but there's just enough room for a car to squeeze in, and this guy does exactly that. He just, boom, gets right in there. So I hit my brakes, and I'm like, woo! If I'm alone, of course I'm going to be like, you son of a bitch. But I got somebody in the car with me, so I got to watch my P's and Q's. So I go, oh, some people. And he goes, and he kind of nudges me. He goes, just turn the other cheek, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Driving along, there's a bus stop up ahead dropping people off. So I'm like, yeah, get to go around this guy. Boom, vindicated. Boom, get around him. We start talking. 5 seconds later, this BMW comes up again, and there's no car in front of me. He's got run of the lane. He could do whatever he wants. He cuts me off again, and I hit the brakes. And I go, oh, what's up with this guy? And the guy next to me, his name is John, and he goes, man, he goes, wow, just some people, they really, they don't know how to drive, or he said something like that, and I was just like, yeah, I go, this could really make you lose your cool. We start talking about my job and how I can, sometimes freak out, and I try to watch it in front of customers and stuff. And next thing you know, there's a couple of cars turning into a parking lot, so all the traffic's slowing down, but this BMW's still in front of me, so I got a chance to get around them again. So boom, get around them again. Cruising along, and guess who shows up? This BMW comes up again and boom, cuts me off again. I hit the brakes. First thing I do, motherfucker, son of a bitch, your mom should have swallowed. I hope you die. I was so pissed off. John sitting there next to me goes, kind of laughing like that. And I'm like, oh, man. I said, John, I'm sorry. He goes, yeah, it's all right. And out of my peripheral vision, I can see him staring at me and looking, and I can see a smile. And we come to a light. I said, man, John, I am really sorry. I'm looking at him. He's smiling, and he starts giggling a little bit. And I just looked straight ahead, and I went, well, fuck. John's on the floor laughing. Well, it turns out John's a priest. Priest collar, everything. And I'm like, and he's still laughing. He's laughing like a hyena. And I go, well, Padre, I guess that's that. And he goes, man, I am giving you 5 out of 5 stars. I go, why is that? And he goes, you called me Padre to my face. That's awesome. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, and on top of that, that guy was a fucking asshole. And I'm like, wait a minute, you guys can swear? He goes, I'm Catholic. What do you think confession is for? I was like, you're the coolest priest ever. This is so cool. And, we're laughing about it and stuff. And finally, I get to his location. I drop him off, and I said, well, John, it was nice meeting you, man. Again, I'm sorry about everything. He goes, oh, no. He goes, it was great to unwind like that. And he goes, and he taps me on the shoulder. He goes, and don't worry, my son, I'll pray for you. And I look at him, and I go, well, you're in luck, buddy. I'm not Catholic. He goes, he's stepping out the door, and he looks at me, and he goes, you fucking heathen. And he shuts the door. And that was my day.